Now, when I get you all the way up to the frog, you have a tendency to list off instead of make them all connect. Can you just play that F sharp, E, D? Yeah, you hear that big ah, and when it sounds good, it makes your other strings vibrate as well in sympathy. It's like sympathetic rings, right? All right, so C, G, D, A, major. Now remember, check first, always look at what is in your key signature, and if you're doing it for memory, you need to think about what's in the key, where do I shift? Remember where you shift. Yeah. All right, now give it a shot. Connect every bow. Because you have a lot of shifting in your solo, right? Yeah. Let's do it again, and I want you to play it with me, and I want you to match the tone that I'm pulling out, okay? Just don't, you don't have to do, I'm going to use the same fingering, so keep watching your bow and your fingers, but really match my tone. Ready? In. Especially on your oboes, what you have a tendency to do is there's weight in the bow here, but you have a tendency to let off the weight here. So on your bow changes, you're letting the weight out of the bow. So that's going to affect you when you're doing They are separated strokes, but we want weight into the string on every single stroke, right? Otherwise, you're not going to get that really big full sound. And it happens during our scales practice, right? All right, I'm really hitting you on all these scales, right? You forgot we'd done all these scales, didn't you? All right. Play this one with me and wait. Think weight from the frog to the tip. Ready? In. Keep up with it and figure out where you were supposed to shift to get back down to get out of it correctly? Yes. You don't always shift within a piece of music in the same place. Sometimes we'll change which finger we're using to shift with. You just have to remember where you're at on the fingerboard geography, so you know, okay, when I come down, what is the note behind my first finger, so I know where I'm coming down to. All right, so I'm not going to harass you about redoing that one. Aha! Now remember the places that you shift and the key signature for this particular scale. All right? to break.
Okay.
Now, in this particular book, you recognize this book, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this particular book, you only have one more scale that you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this scale. We know this one. Look at your key signature. What are those flats?
B, E, A.
Very good. So you're going to play B flat, E flat, A flat. You going to play an open A string?
No.
Not if you want me to be nice to you. All right, here we go. E flat, ready, and. All right, then guess what comes next in this book? Aha, remember we had started working on minor scales?
Yes.
Now, let's see if you remember, how do you find a major scale's relative minor scale?
It's like 2 notes down, 2 notes back.
Mm-hmm. So C major's relative minor is? A minor, correct. And they share the same key signature, which is why they're relatives, right? So if I give you F major, what is its relative minor scale? D minor, correct. All right, I am going to have you do, we have only been doing 1 octave minor scale. We've done a D minor scale, we only did it 1 octave. Now I'm gonna have you do the D minor scale 2 octaves because, and I'm choosing this one because there's no shifts in it. You don't have to really worry about what your fingers are doing as you're shifting, right? Okay, so check out your key signature, right? And let's play the D natural minor. Ready? And D, E, F natural, G, E flat, F natural, B flat, B flat, very good. All right, now, did we talk about, I don't believe we got to, I know we didn't do melodic minor. We did discuss harmonic minor last week, though.
No.
Ah, is a different student. Okay, the harmonic minor scale is exactly like the natural minor scale, but you're going to raise the 7th scale degree by a half step. So you have a B flat here, but the 7th step, which is C, is going to become C sharp. What it does to the sound is very exotic. Very cool, huh? All right, let's try that one 2 octaves. Here we go. And F natural, good. B flat, C sharp. And the last thing on your scales that I'm going to harass you about today, we're we're going to do a 1 octave. We're only going to look at 1 octave of the A melodic or A harmonic minor scale. So it's the same idea. Right? Nothing in the key signature. So let's do that one real quick. Just 1 octave. Here we go. A. Next week, we're going to tackle the 2 octave scale and we'll jump into the melodic minor scale. The reason we're really starting to hammer into the minor scales, we've started looking at the next piece. Oh, I went too far. Ha, 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 ha. And we're looking at this one. You're in D minor, correct? This particular piece is in D minor. I actually had you play a 2 octave D minor scale, right? Mm-hmm. So, because we're now looking at pieces in minor, it's important to look at this and note where you see accidentals in minor. So on the D minor scale, which I had you play first, that's harmonic, correct? Mm-hmm. There's another one called the D melodic minor scale. You will see accidentals that are thrown in, like a C sharp. That's that 7th scale degree, right? Yeah. Okay, so as you're looking through here, you will see some different sharps and lovely accidentals that are thrown in. It just gives a different flavor to the minor scale. All right, let's hear you play from the very beginning. It's sounding good so far. I'm going to see if I can get you to play with a little more panache. It's a lovely French word. I would like to hear it a little bit more marcato. Do you know what marcato means?
No.
It's more of a march style. So the notes are going to be a little more separated, and I would love to hear just a little accent on each one. It's not marked that way. They're nice and long notes, but still, I would like... Okay, good. That's great. Now, what I'm noticing as I'm watching you play... I wasn't going to pick on your bow holds yet. I was actually going to say I don't hear you really putting the weight into the string. And I'm noticing that your bow is tending to angle this direction. And as your bow angles that direction, what it does is it takes away from the power that you have in the string. Yeah, I can hear the difference when I do it. Try it. Yes, yeah, and you're getting a better ring. When was the last time you rosined your bow?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not hearing that real, like your bow is like really, I want you to focus in, and we've done bow crunches with you, haven't we?
No.
Okay, so one of the things that I like to do with my private students and with my orchestra students, when I feel like they're really not, and I call it engaging, really sinking the hair into the string, is we practice crunches. These are your crunches. And I make them crunch all the way down the string. Because it's different to get this here, takes a different than here, right? So try up here, now by the way, the frog is under your hand. Yeah, oh my goodness, there's a whole lot of real estate under your hand we're not using. Under your hand, oh yeah, there you go. Now start crunching down. Do 8 times down. Ah, yeah, try going up bow and see how it feels going up. Yeah, I promise you're not going to break the string. It will not happen. What would it hurt to just practice? What's going to happen if I put as much weight into the string as I can? Try it at the beginning. Put a lot of weight into it. Okay, obviously that's not what we want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, try it a little bit less and see if you can get a little more bow speed and a little more accent and see if that will get you where yeah, and you have yet to break the string, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as you play in between the bridge and the fingerboard, what do you think you have to do if you are playing closer to the bridge? Do you have to use more weight or less into the string?
More.
More weight.